Hey bro, timer workaround. Um, Timer ideas. I'm gonna get into edit mode. I have, I have a current edit mode that I'm trying not to fuck up because this is my next eco location that I'm gonna plant today. So I don't want to fuck that up too much. Easiest workaround though, just jump into, if you have to keep your main city collection on time, just jump into edit mode before you collect. And depending on how your ecos are set up, which if you're using my pattern you should be able to do this. So I've disconnected 6 ecos right there. This corner is a little bit tricky because it's like I can't disconnect that road without disconnecting the rest of my city. So I just switch places with my tree right there just so you can see it. So the only thing that's disconnected is the eco. Gesture is still connected. This mythical manor on the top is still going to be connected. Obviously the tree is still connected. I've only disconnected my eco. Over here, same thing on the corner. We just got to switch positions on that corner. That would be an eco location. That's a Sun Haven, but that would be an eco location. And then snag the last road out of that eco pair. So I've disconnected. This is also an eco location, and the only thing it disconnects is the eco, quote unquote, right? It's a Sun Haven, but it's a Sun Haven paired with a 2x4 and a hauler behind it. So effectively, that's an eco, you know. So I've disconnected 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 ecos, and everything else in my city is connected. And then this eco pair, I just shuffle the Eternal Market for that location. Same thing here. Disconnect one road, and Mama Chidori Shrine is still connected, just this disconnects the eco. So I have 6 pieces of road. It's easier if you do have an empty space in your city just to plug those roads in. But if you don't, the way that I usually do the timer manipulation, I'll take trees and plug those into the road vacancies that I just created, and then put my roads into the tree position. So I have a redundancy of roads. It connects the tree though. I don't have empty squares in my city currently, so I don't have anywhere to store those roads, and it's kind of a pain in the ass trying to delete it, especially on mobile, because I can't fucking see what I'm deleting. So there's a good chance that I delete an eco instead of the road connecting it, you know what I mean? But if you do have 6 empty squares, that's a pretty good way to disconnect all of your ecos. Nothing really that you can do about the timer on roadless shit, like hover and the escutcheons. But at this point, like I checked your city out today, you're up to BG 50 again or whatever. So at this point, the FSP from escutcheon isn't really the main agenda. It's Blue Galaxy cycles paired with the ecos that you're trying to get to silver and gold, and then burn up a couple levels of Blue Galaxy on hover FSP charges. So the nice thing with doing it that way is that you can just, it took me fucking 2 minutes to set that up, you know. Disconnect all your ecos. You're gonna auto collect your hover in the process, which is whatever. Just FSP it in the morning. You'll disconnect your ecos, auto collect the whole city though, so your city timer stays kind of sort of on track. It's going to continue falling farther and farther behind until you're asleep when it actually hits, and you don't have a choice but to collect it the next day. But until you actually reach that point, this does help, because the next morning, and then switch. So I have 2 roads in here. on my Blue Galaxy. That'll disconnect my Blue Galaxy, but it leaves everything else connected. Leaves my Arc connected, leaves the mountain thing connected, the trees are connected, everything else is connected except Blue Galaxy. So I've disconnected Blue Galaxy, all of my ecos. Took me a couple minutes to set that up. These just get plugged back into their location, you know. Hit auto collect, and then just fucking switch your roads back after you hit auto collect. So the next morning, all of that's ready to go when you actually have time to sit down and fuck around with it, you know. Little timer trick. It works for me, and like I said at the beginning of this project, when I first explained to you my idea, I intentionally tried to keep my Blue Galaxy collections separate from my auto collect main city. I try to do that as much as possible, depending on how long the Blue Galaxy process takes. Sometimes, like, my collection is at fucking 10 o'clock at night, and depending on my work schedule, I might be in bed, so I'll wake up to a Blue Galaxy cycle, and my main city collection is fucking 30 minutes away. So eventually I'll have to reset it, but pretty quick trick for delaying your timers on the shit that you're actually after. The only way, it's hard to stagger roadless timers. The best way to do it is with store items. So and you have to do it over the course of 2 days, but you would auto collect your city. Let's say Escutcheon is part of your Blue Galaxy cycle. Auto collect your city, wait a couple hours, store the Escutcheons, but then immediately replant them, and it'll reset the timer on those Escutcheons to where if that is part of your Blue Galaxy cycle, it doesn't overlap with the rest of the main city collection. That's pretty much the only way to do it, which is a waste of 10 store kits. But if you're doing what I'm doing with the surplus of haulers, like I really don't want that many haulers, but for the purpose of this project, it's actually pretty beneficial just for the ability to do that. It's more of a convenience of life thing. If I had a desk job and I could fucking sit at my desk and talk to clients and play Forge of Empires at the same time, I wouldn't need to do that. I don't have that luxury. I work in construction, and I play on my phone throughout the day, so took me 2 seconds to set that up, you know, and I can push my Blue Galaxy timer back. I can auto collect my city, grab all the FSP kits that I'm gonna get just from the jesters and shit. I'm not hitting those with Blue Galaxy level 50, you know. So just auto collect that shit, and then when I do have time to sit down and play, I can go through and pick through the good shit, you know. Just a quick tip. Hope it helps. Later, brother.